first down. Fields. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Lindsey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a handoff for Lindsey. Then he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are coming off the game last week, which a very interesting game in Charles. Ultimately, it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things that at the end of the year, you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know what you really should have felt that game.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Throwing now is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play here for Buffalo. Breida. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. His 8th rushing touchdown, his 12th overall. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Fields throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. McCaffrey on the counter. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds up past the 10.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 88 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recovered, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Calvin Ridley